scene. They like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, they can't get trapped.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 480. 41 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. 26.
It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
I got you, boy. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Michael Brockers in on the stop. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Check. Walk 54. And come on out here. Come get some. Come.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Gurley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 32 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go. Go right in. Check 41. You better be afraid of me.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw is Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Prescott throwing complete to Cobb.
Prescott's pass complete to Randall Cobb. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's coming. Double up. We're going to 54. Wide in.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Completes it to Austin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, that one complete to Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and a It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
We go tonight. Line 20. 54. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Bang, 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 bang.
They try right side here, Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Okay, they didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're running with Gurley. Wiggles free. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He will push his way down. Down to about the 14.
Yo, Trip is here, baby. Yo, Trip is here.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
180. 54. Mike, 54.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 64 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20, 10, 5, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I'm coming. Joker.
The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Another carry now for Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, here's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 24, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check safety, check safety.
On third down, Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Rams He's got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
What? 180. Mike 5-4. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
On first down, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Like 20. Right there, 54 Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Slam, slam, slam.
Goff now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 12 yards there and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Prescott drops it underneath. Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. On play action, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch.
Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Rams.
We go tonight. 20. 54. Here we go, D.
Now it's Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Cut, 180. Mark 27. Hey, chill.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 40 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, it made it pay off.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 29, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense.
That's a long touchdown that we see in this one. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Opposite.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Press down. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there. First down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
1st and 10. 46-yard line.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Ready? 95-56. got you. 36, 36.
Here, 21, 21.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Watch the safety
The
creep.
Rams,
Over.
42-yard line.
5-1. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on second down. Breeze under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Aaron Donald in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 58 for Mike, 58. 58.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. And he finds Cook. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Jalen Ramsey dropping down.
Kill.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Rams.
On second and a yard, Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now gone. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Check 41. Hey, here we go.
Ready, catch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
41. We've got a wedge.
Here's Breeze to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
You about to get tired of seeing me. Check 13. Check 13.
Sammy.
Check 15. Check 15.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Aaron Donald. His 2nd sack of the night. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They have a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just lock people down.
He's got Smith here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Check. Crunch. Kill.
Now Breeze. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill. Here we go, 21. Go.
Throwing now is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready. You ready?
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ready. Opposite.
Now a play fake. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that. but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Tight dog, 5-9.
Whip.
Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Boys, 58, it's Mike. Exit.
Again, it's Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Kill. Hey, watch the slant.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you.
Super.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Goff. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Rams 14.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And inches at the 43-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. On the keeper, it's Breeze. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Let's go.
You're good. High 4, ready. Recon, 152 fighter.
This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. The trot of Ted Ginn's gonna go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Cook with a grab. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Breeze now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, easy.
From midfield, here's Breeze. It's caught. Smith. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
So the penalty not quite enough to get him the first as they'll come up here on 3rd and inches. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 25. Check 25. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
Ready.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. To throw is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
with emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for that's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Yeah. Hey, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody
gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Aldrick Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Tonight, 180. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Under 10. What's up?
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and if anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
I'm going back to you.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Now Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check it out, Reed. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Yo, Trent is here, baby. Yo, Trent is here.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. That one goes for 8 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
One go. 20.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down past the 30. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, 71 yards. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of his home crowd. They loved it.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Throwing Jones, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones now throwing again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for goal. That'll be caught by Kupp. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now it's gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
120. Louis.
That's the way. 29.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustment. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the shit.
Value 1. 5.
Goff now to throw. He's going to loft one, deep left, and this is caught. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 36 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. On the stop was Aaron Donald. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The 1st down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, son.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
60 outlaw.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On first down, Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Hey, seam 6. Get it.
2nd and 13. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic.